a professor in the Department of Computer Science. I focus on artificial intelligence, and within artificial intelligence, especially machine learning and multi-agent systems and robotics, and both on the theoretical side and on the application side. We sort of try to mix those in the lab. I have a lot of different projects, and they're all around the theme of trying to create fully autonomous artificial intelligence agents that can operate in the real world. As a kid, I was always very interested in math, but I think the first time I can remember being sort of interested or inspired for AI was we went to a school field trip to the university, and they had sort of research stations, and one of the professors there talked about the problem of being able to look at a picture and identify that that's a chair, or that's a computer, or that's a table, or things that are very easy for us to do as people, but that it was very difficult to write computer algorithms to do. And sort of made me start thinking about how could we characterize intelligence as an algorithm, and I think that interest sort of stayed with me. Some of my most visible projects, I have a robot soccer team that we've had since I got here. It's called UT Austin Villa. We participate every year in the annual international robot soccer competitions. Well, I've always been a soccer player myself. I've played on teams since I was 6 or 7. I played on my varsity team in college. My participation in group activities as a person, in soccer teams and orchestras and things like that, it seemed to me that intelligence wasn't just about an individual making decisions, but teams, and both having teammates and having opponents and adversaries. And so soccer seemed like a very good way to extend the state of the art. We have some robots that wander around the hallways. We call this the Building-Wide Intelligence Project, where the goal is to have robots, multiple robots that can interact with people over a long period of time in a public setting. And so this is getting us into some human-robot interaction issues. This is the project that's the basis for our freshman research initiative stream. And so we have a bunch of undergraduates involved in that project. I'd like to get to the point where people can just walk into any part of this building and see a robot, expect it to be there, expect to interact with it. And to make that happen, there's a lot of sort of sub-projects along the way that we're going to need to be working on over the next probably 10 years or so. And so I think that's going to be a really rich source of new projects for students for quite some time to come. Part of the reason I'm in this field is I find it just always exciting, and there's always new possibilities to think about.